Hi, this is Grilly Crazy for Paper again. I thought I'd come back and show you some of my quilling supplies and books. These books back here, you can get most of them on the internet at quilling places. You can get them at Amazon or Barnes & Nobles, any of those. The books in the front of each row are some of my favorites. If you have any questions about any of them or anything, you can leave some comments and I'll try to get back to you. Those at the back right there are some of my oldest ones. They're more like pamphlets. I prefer the newer books. As you can see, they have some really nice, beautiful designs on them. Over here, just to show you, I use tacky glue, Aleene's tacky glue. That's my favorite. It dries the quickest and obviously is very tacky. This here is a fringe tool. I had my dad mount it on a board just to make it easier to use. It's not, you know, you're not having to hold it with your hand on both. You've got free hands to just guide the paper and punch it down. Back here is how I store my papers. In this one I have some of my original papers. Some of them are 30+ years old. I put them into individual Ziploc bags. Keeps them sealed, keeps them individual in their colors. I can look at them at a glance and see what I want. In this one here, I decided to keep them, the quilling paper now comes in long sections instead of wound up so tight. So I decided to keep them in their original packing because then you don't have all these tight coils that you're having to deal with. You've got flat paper and it just makes it nicer. And the newer colors are just vibrant and gorgeous. This is just a board, foam board that I use with a plastic sheet on it. I use different head pins and these T-pins to hold pieces in place. As you can see, I've got a pattern on it. Over here is a cork board that has different size openings so that when you get done coiling, if you want to have uniform sizes, you just set them in there and let them open to those sizes. And then you can just put pins over here. It's also a great board for doing your eccentric circles, which I'll get into in a future video to let you know what those are. This is just a box that I keep some of my tools in. It came from Quilling, Quilt Creations. They're a great website to go to find tools and paper and books. Here are some tools that I use. This is my original slotted quilling tool. As you can see, it's very short and it makes it a little difficult sometimes to hang on to. I've had this for 34 years. This is my very original. This here is my original needle tool. I use that a lot. The next two are my newest ones. They're by Quilt Creations. They have a rubber grip handle, and as you can see, the slotted tool is much longer, and so it's a lot easier to hang on to. I really recommend buying a tool like that, and that's their slotted tool, right? I mean their needle tool. And again, it has the rubber grip, so it just makes it a little nicer than the original tools. I also use tweezers. This is Quilt Creations' version of the coil board, only it's just in a little ruler, and then you've got a ruler and you've got just a single hole of each size, where this board here is nice because then you can do multiples of the same size. This is called a curling coach. I'll get into showing you how to use that a little bit later. Same with this quilling comb. And then if you don't have a fringer, which they're very expensive, they're like $50 to get, a good way to do it is to use a clip, hold your paper in it like this, and then use a good pair of sharp, small pointy scissors and snip to make your fringes, which again I'll show you more fringe, get into the fringing a little bit later. I also use leaf paper punches because sometimes I want an actual leaf look instead of just a quilled leaf. It just gives a little different look on some of your quilled creations. I guess that's about it for this one. It's just a short one just to show you. Next time I will do a how-to and get into showing you how to use each one of these tools. I hope you found this informative, and I'll keep up with the videos. Thanks for stopping by.